Buenos dias! It's Taboo Topics by Fashion First Aid. I'm your host, Honest Kim, and we have live the psychic sidekick, Annie.
Mwah, happy National Lipstick Day.
Your lipstick is so much better than mine.
I was going for bold. It's Lipstick Day.
I'm going for stuff that doesn't come off on my teeth.
That works too. That works too.
Yeah. So today we are talking about, and I'm super, super, super excited for this because it's that time of the summer, it's that time of the year when your shoes are getting a little haggard. You've been enjoying summer, you've been out and about, the smells start coming, you can definitely see wear in your shoes, and we've got all of our favorite shoes that we are going to fix live for you today.
Woohoo! So, are you wearing any fashionable summer shoe trends, Kim? Because there's a few shoes out there like skate shoes and mules and ankle strap pumps. Those are some of the fun new summer shoes that everyone seems to be wearing.
You know, I don't believe in summer shoe trends. I just don't. I think 99% of the time you're wearing sandals and flip-flops, and there's only so much you can do with sandals and flip-flops, and that's where I draw the line.
Do you know I was this close to buying a pair of Birkenstocks this summer? This close. This close.
I'm just sitting here with no response. That's what that silence was. No on Birkenstocks. I'm sorry. Are you a hippie? No. They're not that comfortable. They start smelling bad, and people always buy the wrong size. Women buy the size too small, and then their heels hanging off the back. It's weird. Sorry, I vote no. So let's get down to this good stuff. No one cares about summer shoe trends. It's already the end of July. I mean, they're on sale. You can tell what worked and what didn't work for trends because all the stuff's on sale obviously didn't work. Probably the Birkenstocks are on sale. So here we go. What we're going to do to try and speed this up is I'm going to hold up the shoe problem, and then as I'm fixing it, the psychic sidekick is going to show her shoe problem and then fix it. So we're going to move through this. Ready, psychic sidekick? I think you're frozen because it looks like you're just smirking. Okay, great. Here we go. I'm going to start off with something I just did yesterday. So I'm going to show you the ick, right? So how many of your shoes, can you see inside there? They start to get like dirt and ick, right? So what I'm going to do, and also my flip-flops kind of get a little dirty looking. Blech. So I'm just going to take some spray cleaner and a rag, and I am going to clean out the inside of my shoes to keep them clean and fresh. All right, psychic sidekick, what's your first shoe issue?
My first shoe issue is my Marc Jacobs shoes. The soles are coming apart, and I can't bear to be left put these in the recycle bin. So what I do is take a little super glue, and I push the sole together, and voila, it will be fixed.
All right, cool. Well, I am cleaning out my shoe as we speak. So it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little wet, so it looks worse actually, but it'll dry in a second. Next, we are, do you have any, I have these great leather flip-flops that look pretty sad at this point because the leather's all dried out here in Drydaho. So I am going to take Soul Glow, and I am going to give the leather an oil and clean them out.
Nice. So what other shoes would you recommend for Soul Glow?
It's just leather, not suede. If you have any leather wedges, which I have over here, I'll probably give them a little oil and shine and clean too when I'm done with this. See, already looking better. Woo woo. Not the bottom. Don't look at the bottom.
Nice. So for me, Kim, I'll go on to the next one while you're cleaning that bad boy up. So we have a product called Ped Pens, and it comes with 3 different pens, so when your shoes get scuffed up, I don't know if you can see, these are my Steve Madden little gladiator sandals that Kim hates, but I like them. I got a compliment yesterday. So right here,
By
as you
someone
can
who's
see,
visually impaired.
no, she was not. It's obviously the paint on the shoe heel is coming off, so you can see the plastic or whatever it is, and this is the paint right here. So we
Super high
have,
quality shoes, obviously.
yeah, they were. I paid $1 million for them, Kim. So I have ped pens here. There's a thick end and a thin end, depending on what kind of damage you have. And what you do is you just go along here and you just color it in. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just so it matches just, there we go, that looks good. So we're just gonna go along here and color it. Kim, how's your shoes doing?
Totally better.
Ooh, they actually look like shoes I'd wear outside.
You haven't seen the soles yet.
So look at there. See, look at this is where I colored versus that's
Ooh,
not where it's
so much
colored.
better.
So it's a pretty good match. So it comes in like the light brown, the dark brown, and almost black.
Oh, the 3 colors of ped pens?
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Well, let me show you. I'm going to keep going with these awesome leather sandals that you always make fun of. But so here's the bottom, right? I put a few different versions of Gripalicious on to keep from sliding. But here, this is where the heel seal went that I've removed because it was that time. I'm just going to use some alcohol, clean it up, and put a new heel seal on to keep it from wearing down. Because much to your chagrin, I am not going to get rid of these shoes, Annie.
out of all your shoes, I only make fun of one. Yeah, all my shoes you make fun of.
3.
What other shoes of yours? Kim, do you know that you're actually on trend this summer with your little like see-through jelly shoes that you have?
I have see-through jelly shoes?
Yeah, those like jelly shoes.
Okay, I'll go look again.
Those pink things.
Oh, my Melissa Vivian Westwood ones with the big heart.
Yes, 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 yes.
They make your feet sweat like nobody's business, but they're so cute.
Yeah.
And you can't ruin them with rain.
Woo woo.
Okay, what do you have next, Psychic Sidekick?
All right, so these are my favorite little top cider imitations by Gravis. I love them. They feel like marshmallow on your feet. Unfortunately, they don't smell that fresh because I have flatliners in and they've been in here for probably about 3-4 months, 5 months maybe even. So you definitely need to switch out your flats every few months with the flatliners. So let me show you the flatliners. Here's our flatliners. This is our old package. Sorry, Kim. Do you have a new package? And it
No, but
comes
I
with
have the new product because I'm sticking some in too. See, a little
perfect.
more sturdy.
It's a little bit longer, a little bit more surface. So flatliners, love them. Absorbs all the smells, especially my Toms. I have my favorite gold Toms. They always need them. But
Yeah,
those are just
I've
really
got
great.
these flats. They're, what do you call them? They've been flatlined the heck out of. They're, oh yeah, the Nike Air bottoms, so I wear them all the time. And it's time to replace the flatliners because they're getting stinky. So,
I also like them in my wedges too.
yeah, anything kind of with fabric or synthetic insides, I feel like that's the way to go. Now, the secret with flatliners when you're putting them in is to not move them around. Like, put them where you want them to go and stick them one time. If you try and move them, they'll get loose and they'll move around on you, and it's no bueno. You can even prep your shoe if it is like a synthetic interior with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. But there we go, new flatliners. Woo woo.
Good work. So the other product I like, because as summer gets hot and sweaty, like you don't really think about it, I get boob sweat, I get feet sweat, just in all different areas that I completely took a whole year for me to forget about. So we have Kung Shu Grip. This is a great product. It's these little micro fingers that grab onto your feet so you're not sliding around in your shoes. So for example, these shoes again, they kind of get slippery on this little, I don't know what kind of bottom this is, but my feet get all sweaty and swish around, and I end up slipping and sliding a lot. So I take one of these strips like this, and then I put it inside the shoe. So I'll do that right now. So there we go. So just stuck it in the shoe so it gives me a nice little grip on my shoe. Nothing's moving around in there.
I love it, Sidekick. So let me show you the last thing I did to these fairly disgusting, dirty looking leather flip-flops is I put a new heel seal on, and where else I'm using the heel seals is on my wedges. I mean, super cute wedges. They still look fantastic. I've worn them all summer long. And the wedge bottoms are really, they normally just glue some rubber for the heel. So I've cut one in half, stick it on the heel to keep the heel from wearing down, and that has made the heels on these look brand new, even though I've worn them probably 20 times this year. Woo woo!
Good work. So the other product I want to show everyone, because, which you actually taught me about, Kim, is we have boot stay. Well, not a lot of us are wearing boots, but mules are another shoe trend. And the nice thing about mules is when you're walking around in long pants. I like those really long, flowy pants. Kim actually hates them. They're these fun, like, Native American print, very bold pants.
Why don't we let everyone judge? Why don't you show them to everyone and see what the verdict is?
Should I go grab them? It'll only take like 2 seconds. Hold on, let me go grab them.
You go grab them. You go grab them. I'll open up the floor to questions. Let's see, does anyone out there have any questions? Comment tracker. Yep, none. Okay, well, I love that picture, Annie, in the background. We're waiting for her to come back. I'll tell you a joke. Oh, never mind.
Okay, here they are. Gosh, the light's like hitting right in the living room right now. These are my pants. They're like kind of like 70s-ish, and they come up to like right here.
Somebody needs attaché.
Yeah, and I don't know, they're fun. Everyone except Kim gives me compliments. Anyways, so the back of the pant leg is very thin, and so when I'm wearing my heels, it tends to, like, we call it the shoe wedgie. Our friend Katie had this product called Kicks by Katie, but unfortunately she's not in business anymore. But anyways, so we have this product called Boot Stay, and so Boot Stay, we usually put that in boots so they don't sag. Well, what we found out is an additional use for Boot Stay is you stick it on the pant leg so that it gives that extra weight to the bottom of the leg. So it doesn't, what you do is you stick it inside the pants like this. That way it's nice and erect, and it's not going to get stuck in the back of your shoes. So you're not going to be fidgety. You're not going to be like, hey, your pants are stuck in the back of your shoes. You're going to walk with confidence. Trip. Exactly. So I love that little trick Kim taught me this summer.
Cool. I'm still cleaning my shoes. But that about sums it up for all of our summer shoe maintenance, right? We're cleaned and oiled and heels fixed and super glued and de-stinkied, and we're not getting mules wedgies, heel wedgies.
Exactly. And
all right, let's move on to Dick of the Week.
Wait, but I want everyone to see this. So I know this product isn't necessarily like our #1 seller, but if you ever need help, our Shoe Done It kit, if you can actually see it, sort of, has pretty much everything we talked about. It has the Sogo, it has the ped pens, it has the flatliners, it has the Kang Shoe grip. Oh, the other thing for heels, because you're running around in heels, heel steel, big fan of that.
Yeah, but if you don't put it on when your shoes are new, once you already have a scratch, it's too late. So you need those ahead of time.
True. That is very true. So if you buy a new pair of shoes this summer, put those bad boys on. Heels of seals, if your shoes are starting to wear out a little bit and don't want to go to the shoe cobbler, Wonder cover if some shoes are still rubbing you in the wrong places. And last but not least, it comes with a boot stay.
See, we know what we're talking about. You're going to need all these things. I'm just saying. All right, Dick of the Week, let's go.
All right, Dick of the Week. So, Kim, for those of you that don't know this, Kim doesn't watch TV. And I usually don't watch that much TV either. But our friend Elaine and I, we watched part of The Bachelor. So this year's Bachelorette was Allie. She got 25 dudes that she got to pick from. And so she made her pick last night. And she picked Josh. I want to nominate Allie because I think she kind of led Nick along.
What? You are a woman. You know there's no such thing as leading someone along.
I don't know. If you watched like her and this guy, I thought she was gonna pick him. She's like, I'm passionate and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like he seems like a nice, solid guy. Josh didn't seem so smart. Anyways, so I thought she would go for Nick, and then she like basically broke his heart because he opened himself up. It was interesting. I felt like it was a role reversal. Like Nick kind of acted like the girl, like the typical girl that was like. So then, after she broke up with him and said, no, I'm not going to go pick you for the final rose ceremony, so Nick's trying to explain like how he was upset and how he felt led on, and then the ultimate dig to her was that he admitted that he's like, well, what about when we made love? And so on live television. And so she's like, that's below the belt. And so I either nominate Allie for being a dick and leading him on, or B, Nick for announcing on live TV that they made love.
This is a reality show where they throw 25 men at a woman, and you're thinking she was kind of a dick for leading him on? Isn't that her, like, the competition? Or I don't know. I think maybe admitting on live TV that they had sex or made love or whatever you want to call it, I think I give it to him. That's dick. He was just bitter because she didn't get picked because maybe he's whiny baby.
Yeah, I thought if he was the bigger person, he might have been smart and said, hey, all I want to make sure is you're happy, and then he could set himself up for being the next Bachelor.
Yeah, no, he loses because he showed he wasn't that smart. Dick of the week.
Dick of the week.
Nick the dick. Woo!
That's perfect. All right, so we'll send it to him in Chicago. Congratulations, Nick.
Congratulations. All right, Psychic Sidekick, what do you got for us?
So I think people are really stressing out. Like I thought it would like plateau out after 4th of July, but people are still stressing out a lot. And I feel like the weather's really nice and the sun's out, it's hot, and sometimes the heat might be going to people's head and getting a little nutty. So I think everyone needs to just take a minute and enjoy the sun, do a ditch day, go out, enjoy it. If you have to, calendar it in your calendar to take an hour break and go walk around. And yeah, so everyone just needs to really stop stressing. And then your lucky numbers are 10, 12, 44, 19, and 2,112. Yeah.
All right. Great job, Psychic Sidekick. All right. Well, speaking of taking a walk, I have my in-laws are in town this week, so I am going to take my mother-in-law for a walk.
Perfect. And then next week's podcast, we'll address what to do with the bikini areas.
Meow, meow, meow,
meow, meow.
Great. Well, thank you for tuning in. Get to those shoes. Honest Kim and the Psychic Sidekick Annie signing out for today. See you next Tuesday.
Bye, everyone.